Welcome back, everyone, to the ESL ESEA Pro League, and we're about to get into our third game of the day and our second game of Virtus.Pro against mousesports. And yeah, I think that means knife round,
the knives
right?
are going. The knives are going to the back. I kind of unmuted it before we actually got it on the screen, just so all you can hear is me chopping Joe up.
Yeah.
But yeah, knife round to Virtus.Pro. They are going to start out on the CT side. It is going to be Inferno. They have just won 16-14 with Taz dropping 34 kills. And actually, mousesports haven't got that great a record on Inferno. However, Taz did tell me before they started the train game, they really haven't practiced Inferno much at all lately. So this is not a done deal at all. Virtus.Pro could still slip up here. We just saw how close it was on the map where they should have won easily. Now this one should be much closer.
Let's see how this setup's going to be. Actually, aggression from Snacks down mid and almost choking there. Gets knocked down to 8
aggressive,
HP.
Joel.
All aggressive. Just catching me off there. Down to 8 HP. They take out Pasha as well. Meanwhile, oh, Snacks has tucked himself in here. Manages to get 2 as well, even with just 8 points of health remaining. And that brings it back to a 3 versus 3 now. What can Mouse do? Dennis and Speedy still off towards B. And actually, Flash is going to come in. Meanwhile, they've lost next to Bialy as they smoke off CT, but Dennis with the bomb is still over towards A. They're trying to force a rotation onto that B side, but Bialy has stuck here. The question is, can Dennis get in behind him? He's managed to get through CT Arch. He's got Taz off to the side of him, and Taz is going to come around the corner. He's not going to check it, and Dennis gets the kill. It's now 2 versus 2, 40 seconds until they have to get this bomb down. Can Dennis pull this one off? Neo's going to be his next opposition inside of construction, and there is the peak. They know exactly where they are. They know that they're coming towards B. Neo will back off, try and waste a little bit more time, and buy enough time really for Bialy to come around. There's a flash over the top. One of them blind. The other one wasn't, though. That was Speedy who then gets the kill. Bomb's been planted. There's the peak from Dennis, and Speedy will get it. That was 3 kills for Dennis, 2 there for Speedy, mopping it up between them, and that is the pistol going to Mouse. Demon Trollby held up 4 fingers to point out that he got 4 when he actually did. I'm glad I checked.
Speedy. I thought it was Speedy. That's why I was looking across your screen, to be fair. Well, you know, it's interesting story, actually. mousesports, even when they win the knife rounds on Inferno, they generally actually choose to start on the T side, so they're not too uncomfortable. And the fact they just went and won the pistol round there kind of shows that. Now they've got to be careful they don't slip up in this situation. Pasha's creeping his way down mid, and he may be able to get up behind them. Goppy's not looking. He's the back man at the moment. I don't think they're going to be expecting Pasha at all. Will come around, gets himself 1, doesn't quite got the second, tagged him down to 13 health, but Bialy will come in and finish it off, and now they're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place as Bialy goes looking. Speedy's trying to creep on through the tunnels. I think Bialy be expecting him to pop up. There he is, surprise! I can't finish the sentence. Taz and Neo, the other two. Neo's going to go all the way around Speedway to Arch. Are they going to go that way? No, they're going straight towards Quad. They will catch out Taz, and now it's a 3-on-1.
Yeah, and Neo got little to no chance, I'd say, of winning this round up against Mac 10. UMP will take the shots and gets the kill there onto Chris J, but can he find the next 2? Of course not. The Mac 10 there of Nex is enough, and that will be mousesports. Getting the second round wasn't easy for them, though, it has to be said. I stumbled a little bit during that round thanks to the aggression of Pasha down middle. Not checking for anyone doing that, and well, mousesports nonetheless able to win the round. Of course, 16-14 was the result of these two teams just a few minutes ago on train. For now, it's mousesports looking very, very good here. And he's opening a couple of rounds. Deagle here for Snacks, CZ for Taz. 5-7 there as well in the mix, but VP here shouldn't technically win this round. They have stacked 5 men inside of this B site, though, and we'll see how heavily mousesports try to push onto that side. Dangerous for them here if they do.
Yeah, and they're not even checking over at the A side. Speedy's way back over at second mid, or alt mid, whichever you prefer. Nex is kind of peeking. Now they're starting to change. Now they're adjusting the position. This is the right choice. Whether they know it or not, whether they realized it was stacked out, they just didn't want to challenge Neo's Deagle. Sorry, it wasn't Neo's Deagle, Snacks' Deagle. Now they're actually slowly setting themselves up. Virtus.Pro, sadly, not in the position for this one. And this should be an easy plant for mousesports, and most likely the round.
Well, they've been very, very careful about this. Obviously, didn't really spot anyone over towards B. So
I think that's what's confused them so much.
Yeah.
They're just like, they must be hiding. They must be hiding. Where are they? Around the corner. Dennis is going to be the fact finder.
Well, he's going to flash and smoke over there, which is actually keeping Virtus inside of this B site. I think they're going to realize this one pretty soon. Hang on a minute. There's absolutely no one in this A bomb site. And that rotation will finally be coming in from Virtus.Pro. And now that bomb's down, all 5 of them will start to move over. But honestly, this is going to be such a tough ask of them. Weapons in the hand of mousesports. Bomb already ticking away.
They just got a good tag on Dennis, actually. Took him down to 21 health, so he's had to back away. It's given them control of Arch. There you see the tags coming out from Library. Neo will get taken down, but he managed to get Chris J out. This is really about getting the guns out of their hands, if possible. Not really going to win the round, but they want to get the hands on some of those AKs. Dennis is possibly going to get fine. No, Pasha's going the opposite direction, and Dennis will get himself a nice, easy shot in the back, and that will be a pretty easy round for mousesports. You know, they were in danger of going in towards the B site and going in towards that stack, and it would have worked out for Virtus.Pro, but someone somewhere on mousesports caught wind of it, and it was a wise choice. God beat the in-game leader for mousesports, leading his men to a 3-0 start.
Yeah, thought Chris J there, after holding on to that P250, might be looking to get it up, but only had barely 5k, so deciding, okay, rather than going glass cannon and maybe losing it straight away, I'm just going to go for the AK. Meanwhile, Smoke's starting to come down here. Nice little grenade. Actually didn't do as much damage as I really expected. They've blinded Taz here. They know that he's going to be around that corner, and they'll spray as they move there. It was Dennis in the end that managed to catch him. Snacks from the fountain here will try and push through in towards CT Archway through the smoke, but mousesports are already gone. They've gone past there. Next was left behind. Gobby and Dennis covering off there, and now it's all on Neo. 1 versus 3 as the bomb does get planted on that A site, and this is going to be such a tough ask of him, getting heavily tagged up there as he was blind, and will be able to just retreat from this one to try and save that M4 for next time. Nicely
played from mousesports, sped things up. Caught VP off guard, and like you said, they were just running around the corner, spraying into every angle they could find. Neo is going to be able to get himself one at CT spawn, but now they know where he is. Chris J's coming from B. He's just around the side. Will catch the angle. Neo gets another. God B coming from Speedway. Is he going to find him? He is! Neo gets himself a hat-trick of frags at the end. Won't be the round, sadly for him, but, well, job done. Keeps hold of his gun. That's the most important part, because as you can see, money-wise, they can't really afford to buy.
Yeah, kind of in between there as well. That horrible place around 3k. And you can't do a whole lot with it. And it looks like they're going to opt to not really spend much up. Yeah, why not? For Gob. Feeling like you can just run and spray with that one. Couple of CZs, couple of P250s, plus the M4 that was saved brilliantly last round by Neo with his hat-trick of kills right at the end. But mousesports have a clear advantage when it comes to weaponry here. But Godbeat is going to whip the Bison out and take down Taz for the first one. Bialy here on the site itself did get a couple of shots off, but he will fall as well. And Godbeat, 2 kills with his Bison this round.
Yeah, it's doing work for him. Obviously realized that he was against an eco. No armor, so why not get it? Got a hell of a lot of bullets in that gun, that's for sure. Neo still causing himself troubles with that M4 that he managed to hang on to, but will finally go down. So Snacks the sole man remaining. And this is a great start for mousesports player. 5-0. This is just like Virtus.Pro on the CT side. Remember, they got a 6-0 lead, I think it was at one point. But mousesports, 5-0 on the T side. It's like, once again, Virtus.Pro find themselves in a little bit of trouble here, because this is the start that they wanted. This is the easy run they wanted against mousesports. But as they said, every game is a tough game. Do not rule any of these teams out in the ESL ESEA Pro League.
And Mouse not going out without a bang, as you mentioned earlier on. Still with now 6 games to play, including this one. They can climb up, and there's a fair chunk of money between each spot in the table. So whilst they might not be fighting for the finals, they're fighting to, #1, avoid relegation and number 2 then to just
well, you said at the start. I mean, the fact that they can get up to 33 points if they win every game now, and it's $2,500 every single slot they managed to get. Every rung of that table they got up there. So while they're not going to be in there for the big prize, the big 250K finals, they are certainly going to be able to get themselves a chunk of change if they can pick up wins. Sadly for mousesports, as we pointed out in the previous games, of those matches they've remaining, they've got to play Fnatic, they've played Virtus.Pro twice, of course, which they're doing right now. They've got to play Envy, they've got to play NIP. It's not going to be an easy couple of games for mousesports, that's for sure.
No, and I mean, that last one just proving that they can actually push these teams pretty far as well, though. So I wouldn't be surprised to see mousesports maybe being the team that causes a little bit of heartache going towards the actual finals with who they've still got to play. There's Bialy opening up the kills this round for Virtus.Pro. He's close to going down, though. Only 6 health remaining. But Dennis is also down to 17. And VP from that kill, a man to the good. There's a peek over the top. Bialy lucky, I think, not to go down. He does on the second attempt, though. Godby will finish off that one. Dennis surely will be killed off quickly here. There's a peek from Taz, trying to spray a little bit through the smoke, and Mouse down to 2 against the 3 of Virtus.Pro. One man will come from Apps. He'll be spotted, but Chris J getting the better of Taz. Nex also taking down Snacks, and now Neo's got to be hero. 24 and 9 HP for the remaining Mouse players. What can he do here? One behind the box, one up in Apps, and Neo, I think he spotted a slight edge of him there, which is able to get him in, and now Chris J gonna try and come around the back, and he's defusing here. Chris J decides not to check, thought that it would have been a fake anyway, just to try and bait him out, and Virtus.Pro finally pick up a round on the CT side. Again, Neo coming up big for the team, but the scoreline remains mousesports heavily in favor at 5-1.
Yeah, and that shows in the money as well. Nex had 10K at the start of that round, so while they did lose the round, they can easily buy themselves straight back into this one and the next one. And then, of course, if they manage to lose another, well, the money system kicks back in for them. Pasha having to go with it. Mag 7. Neo and Snacks gone aggressive this time in Banana. They finally got the money, able to do it, put that deep smoke down. Dennis is still lurking around the bottom of mid. Neo hasn't pushed too far down Banana, and Snacks and Neo are going to back away. So, no. Oh, actually, they're going to flash in there. Neo gets flashed out. They're pushing up in Banana.
Well, he gets tagged as well, but it was only 6 health there. Just clipping him with that AK through the wall. So, not too much loss from Neo. And mousesports have hit a bit of a brick wall. See where that push is eventually going to be coming in. They still have a couple of men by Banana, but look at the boost here from Snacks in a dangerous position on top of that first box, and the smoke goes down. You see mousesports instantly backing away. Didn't, for maybe at first sight, realize that was a smoke bouncing in towards them, but the push is going to come towards Arch. There is Pasha here with a Mag 7. He did some damage, but not enough to keep him alive. But there is Taz flashing himself through, gets 2 kills before finally being dealt with, but Bialy is still holding in pit. The danger here for Virtus.Pro is that they're going to get pushed from 2 sides, from CT and from Banana. Actually, no, they deal with the 2 men from Banana. Neo gets both of them, and Speedy now, with hardly any health remaining, will also go down to Neo. Hat trick for him there at the end. Nice little hold, and mousesports, you see the clock, not really long left by the time that round ends. Really running it down a long way, just unable to find any openings really against Virtus. Yeah,
Neo going hero 2 rounds running. Effectively 3 rounds running. You got that triple, remember, earlier on, but they didn't win the round in that one. But definitely starting to do well in this one, Neo. Complete counter. It's funny, like per player, per map. It's like everybody has their favorite. Everybody does better elsewhere, and sometimes luck goes your way. Important round, Virtus.Pro. They need to get a couple more of those on the board here on the CT side. Snacks has gone deep on Banana, hasn't pushed on through the smoke. We do see Mouse on the mini-map. They are setting up once again for top and mid play here. Speedy and Godby going to work their way through apartments. Taz is on balcony, ready and waiting. Pasha gets a glimpse, actually. Just around the side there, you can see Snacks and Dennis going at it down the bottom of Banana. And it's Godby that's going to flash himself around on quad there. Bialy's backed away right into pit. Pasha's going fact-finding here. Oh, well, the duck coming out. Does manage to finally get the head of Dennis, but Nex was there to get the revenge kill.
And the push from Speedy going to come through apartments. He'll have been heard there by Taz. He's got Bialy for support underneath. So this could be a tough push through to 8. Chris J looking out with the AWP. Doesn't find anyone towards Arch because that man had already backed off that Snacks into a library. And Chris J is going to be peeking, and he gets an easy kill. They know now that this is going to be an A push. The rotation from Neo will start to come in. Meanwhile, Taz gets the 1 kill. Second one from Bialy, so they hold in this site. Smoke goes down, which is going to allow Chris J to get a little bit closer in onto the bomb site. Taz has got to kill off God B, but it's now all on Chris J. 1 versus 2. Gets the bomb. He's only got 10 seconds, so has to rush back onto the site with it. Does get the plant in there, but as Neo comes around, he'll find him through the box. Will save the AWP. The defuse will come in, and Virtus win their 3rd round on the bounce.
Neo to the rescue again.
Yeah.
This is starting to become a common occurrence here. Like you say, 3rd round on the bounce. That may actually be enough to send mousesports into an eco. No, because of course the round loss kicks in and they can buy back up. That's how well they did at the start. The round loss suddenly bounces back in. It was their 3rd on the 3rd round run in, so immediately they can get themselves back into the AKs again. So Mouse, of course, can't quite afford a full assortment of nades this time. They have got smokes, but lacking on the flashes, just 2 flashes, and a decoy actually being picked up by God B. We'll see whether he makes use of that one. It does mean that Neo Snacks can be a bit more aggressive once again. We see Snacks is on top of Car, the top of Banana. Neo pushed down as well. Pasha even getting a peek down there mid as well through the smoke, getting a couple of those shots off. But good defensive setup. Snacks has rotated around to A site. They're expecting a big push here.
And, well, they've probably been guessed right on this one. God B will go down to Taz pretty early on in the round. There's the smokes going to fill up. Pasha decides not to fire the shot through there, give away that he's got that AWP. Both sides, though, are smoked, so that makes it a little bit more difficult for them to push through. Speedy's actually just thrown his AK back out, so that the man with the Galil could upgrade somewhat. Well, this again is going to be a real hard push. Meanwhile, Neo had peeked on Banana, got himself the kill on Chris J as well, and now mousesports again being pulled left and right. Dennis will go down to Neo. Finally, they deal with him. He almost took out Nex there as well to win the round. But it's now all on Nex with just 16 health. And look at Virtus lined up in middle. Who gets the first shots?
They know it's like, well, Snacks has got it covered off, and they're all actually pushing as well. They're chasing the kill. They'll find the kill. Nex will get taken down. It's not often you see pretty much a firing squad like that setting up from these teams. But Virtus.Pro with their 4th round on the bounce. And now mousesports will have to consider an eco. It's going to be a Tekka's by looks of it. Tekarino.
Tekarino. Get it right.
Tekarino. Spiddy not buying into the fallacy that is Tech9 sticking with a P250. And it's going to be a full-on pile-up second mid. Let's see if they're going to go straight into A side. Is it going to be a fast play with his Tech9s? It generally is. We'll see if they slow things down. Pasha's ready and waiting.
And he's going to get the opening kill, switching out to the CZ. Doesn't quite get the kill, though. He goes down to Dennis. So an AWP in the hands of mousesports now. And there is the defense on balcony. Bialy going to get that one. There is Taz on the box as well. This defense obviously against the eco being very, very effective. It's now all on Dennis. Up close and personal. Couldn't quite get the shot off. And that will be Virtus. 5 rounds in a row. And it's all tied up again at 5-5.
Well, that's a great comeback for Virtus.Pro, honestly. The heroics of Neo pulling his team. The rest of them starting to pull their weight now as well. And they've got themselves right back in this game. Suddenly they could actually push on and get a 10-5 half, in which case it'd be fantastic for them because mousesports are actually starting to run into a bit of a deadlock here. Like I say, with 5 rounds running, they've started to question their attacks. Are they not quite doing things right? Chris J once again looking to maybe creep up mid, but we can see Pasha's holding the smallest of angles, catches a glimpse, and that's all he needs as Chris J gets taken out. 3 of them pushing through apartments. Bialy is ready and waiting along with Taz.
Well, I thought so, but it didn't seem to be watching it there, and that allowed Dennis to get out, get a kill, but they've dealt with him straight away afterwards. Meanwhile, Taz has to switch out to his pistol, and honestly, did a great job of holding in that scenario, and it's now all on God B. He's not got the aim there to take out Snacks, and Virtus.Pro take the lead with their 6th now in a row. Wow.
Back-to-back rounds. It did build up enough bank while they lost quite a few people there. They can't afford to just buy right back up there. mousesports, what are they going to do? It's 4K. It's that awkward situation. It's going to be a Tecorino. Once again. No, actually, a couple of fight out. What? God B just went for an AK. Okay. Did he have more money than everyone else? Kind of. But still, he's going to be the man that tries to hoover up. Pasha with the first shot straight down mid. Opens it. The account. Dennis going down.
Well, I thought they were going to continue to push on through there. Well, they don't. And, well, God B did with his AK, which has now gone down. One of them will finally get to claim that one here. Chris J up close and personal will get sprayed down by Taz, who's run out of bullets, tried to jump into the smoke and avoid everyone. Meanwhile, Bialy coming around the corner, spraying wildly, and that will be 7-5.
Great adjustment of positions there. We've seen Pasha sitting at Arch the whole time. Taz has been around on balcony, but Pasha's like, I'm going to peek, guys. Taz immediately comes into position. Pasha backs the quad. Taz is there to back him up, gets the shots in the back. So while they all try and chase Pasha around the corner, Taz just cleans up. 7-5. We have got the AWP back on Chris J. We'll see if he's able to challenge. He's going in towards Banana, and Pasha's there.
Actually coming up close for this one. Pasha is going to peek, and Chris J will just switch positions. A little bit unlucky there in timing. Well, Pasha was ready and waiting for it. And that will be opening frag up, down again. And again, the smoke's just completely cutting him off. One after the other, these smokes come in. That's a big flash over the top there for Snacks, who even gets chance to switch back from his knife to the AK because they were all blind. They're all burning as well there in the Molotov. And Neo finishing off next with his USP with one man left to go. Neo flashes himself out. They know that Spiddy's now in middle because he's just fired off some shots into the smoke. And 1 versus 4. Spiddy not going to do the job. Virtus.Pro win another. 8 rounds in a row now. And
they've survived the last couple of rounds. In fact, they've survived a lot of these rounds with quite a lot of people. There's been, what, 4 people that round, 4 people the round before that, 2 the round before that, 3, 4. They've been keeping their money, and you can see it's starting to build up a heavy bank. mousesports started off 5-0. It was looking fantastic. Virtus.Pro have just answered back round after round, and mousesports are just running straight into a brick wall. Virtus.Pro gone full on aggression. Look, they're piling down the mid.
I'm not really sure what to say about this one. Insane round, a switch up of pace really for Virtus.Pro.
It may have backfired.
Yeah, it's cost them a couple of people here, but they know now. They know that they've gone over towards 8. Neo's already started the rotation through CT spawn. Taz is coming in from behind, and God B, he's carrying the bomb here, and he's only got 10 HP. He's going to get shot in the back, surely by Taz, and they've got the bomb here as well. That makes it so much harder now for Dennis to actually do something this round. Neo's going to be pushing from the front side. Dennis will try and climb back up through apartments, but
Neo's
it's just such easy angles to hold when the bomb's down there. Neo knew exactly where he was going to be, and that, when it looked almost like Virtus.Pro had made the wrong decision of rushing down mid, it all changes just like that. And it's 9 in a row for Virtus.Pro.
Old boys to the rescue. Neo and Taz topping that scoreboard once again. No, I can't believe they've done 9 rounds running. I can't believe this is actually going to be a 10-5. I'd like, unless mousesports do something different. I mean, Virtus.Pro, that obviously what they were doing there is just throw them off guard, pile down mid. It's something you see Navi do a lot of, actually, once they realize they've got the upper hand on the opposition. Pasha once again, opening shot on Dennis, straight down the middle. Another easy AWP. He's starting to land quite a few of those. Smoked off. Neo pushing very deep this time. Down Banana. He's going to push on through the smoke. He is. He's coming around there. Chris J's actually at the back, so Chris J may catch him off guard here. But Neo, is the damage done? Oh, he's managed to get out of there alive as well. Godby did find Pasha at the top of mid. So that means the AWP is down. So we're in a 4-on-3 situation. Make that a 4-on-2 as Taz finds yet another. That's the bomb now loose at the bottom of mid.
And there's going to be another, oh, nice little flash there coming out. That's
Whoa.
3 kills just like that. And it's now a 2 versus 1. Looks like the German team have said, 9. You're not getting any more than that. And Bialy will be left 1 versus 2. I've been saving that up all around. I'm not going to lie to you.
Oh, God.
Only a little bit of health. Oh, they've dropped the bomb there as well. That's awkward for them. As there's a peek coming out from next. And Bialy will finish it off.
What's the Polish then? For 10, come on.
Yeah, no, I can't offer you any more language skills than I already did from that one. But a 10-5 half for Virtus.Pro, 10 rounds in a row. When it was honestly looking like they might be getting spanked on this CT half and just turning it around.
Every now and then, get a little bit closer.
God.
Turn around. Well, 10-5. I can't believe it went that way. I can't believe they just, after such a great start for mousesports, they had 10K, they had bank built up. Yeah, obviously the round thing started kicking in. The round thing, that's a great descriptive sentence there, Lee. They started to get the money back, so as soon as that money, that bank they built up ran out, they could immediately get back to AKs, but they just couldn't seem to figure out Virtus.Pro's defense, which is so bizarre. Neo's heroics early on is what really turned the fortunes around for Virtus.Pro. But the rest of the team absolutely picked up. They're going full on aggression straight down mid here. And we'll see who comes out on top. mousesports won the pistol last time.
Well, we'll see about this one. We're 1-for-1 already. Neo is going to go down there to next. God B as well with his 5-7. Has pushed all the way up Banana. We'll smoke it off. And that will keep Virtus.Pro away for now. But this is still a 3-on-3. There's the smoke clearing in middle. Speedy just tried to have a bit of a peek through there, which didn't quite work his way, and then he'll be dropped down. Speedy here still alive, though. Will get one. Can he find two? No, he can't. And it's now all on God B to pull it off here for Mouse. Pasha hiding inside a pit. Bialy on the plant. They don't know exactly where God B's coming from. He's kept this one very quiet after pushing up through mid, but Bialy will spot him instantly. And that is 11-5 now. 11 rounds in a row for Virtus. And at this stage, you just got to feel that they're just going to win 16 rounds in a row.
It's doable. It's doable right now. I mean, you'd assume it's going to be 12 right now because obviously they're on the Mac 10s, the Mac 10 hype train. mousesports just don't seem to have an answer. I mean, obviously losing the pistol, pistol can be 50-50. It really depends, obviously, who gets in the better position, who lands the shots, but you know, you can go through all the stats, pour through the stats of pretty much every team and still see it's almost a 50% rating for every team in pistol. Nobody's like outright spanking anyone in pistols because it is straight down to aim. Next is going to be the man that is going to get very busy around the side. He has got a CZ. Will catch the first man around the corner and the second. Not going to get the third though as Snacks comes around, but damage may well have been done. Speedy on site will get caught out. Snacks picks himself up his second. God B with the answer. They have themselves a numbers advantage, but unfortunately, Bialy with the bomb down, smokes in place. Snacks covering off the side, will cover off the bomb site. Bialy will pick up yet another, and there is another. Bialy just clean up duty. It's two apiece. Dennis, they know where he is, and it will be Bialy with a third. So in the end, it was pretty easy, despite Nex picking up that double from the balcony, and there is the 12th round running for Virtus.Pro.
Yeah, brave attempt really from Mouse. Landed a couple of good shots to give them somewhat of a chance in that round, but still, Virtus continue on strong. Of course, this one will be another eco for Mouse. We've got a couple of AKs, a couple of Mac 10s still in there as well for Virtus. And again, this round shouldn't cause them too many problems. And we'll see if they just brute force their way into these bomb sites. That's, I mean, on train, that's certainly what they were doing. There was nothing that fancy about, you know, special smokes or anything like that. It was just 5-man, push straight into a site altogether, hit your shots, win the round. Oh, there's a good couple of kills. Actually, he only got one there. I thought he'd managed to drop two. That's got beat, but it leaves them 4 versus 3. And, well, you just got to feel that Virtus are just going to push out here. They want to get these kills sewn up. They do lose one man, but that won't be for long. It's Bialy and Taz to finish off. 13-5.
Chasing down frags at the end there. They wanted to see who can stack it out. That's now 13 rounds running. Without being a broken record, mousesports literally have no responses. Now, they weren't going to be able to there. Now they've got the rifles. Chris J expecting an AWP coming out. He's got 5.8k. No, he's going to go for an M4, so he's not going to risk it. And we're not seeing Pasha on an AWP. Actually, you don't often see Pasha on an AWP on the T-side Inferno. It's something I've noted throughout my time in CSGO. Neo and Bialy going to be the ones that check out Banana. God B will smoke that off, so as you'd expect, it would slow things down. No mid-smoke at the moment. That's been a little bit delayed here, and Chris J not going to get it down either, so they managed to get around the corner. It doesn't matter. Pins Pasha to the wall.
Nicely done there by Chris J, able to back away from things whilst getting the kill as well. But Mouse did lose a fair amount of health through that. Gobby and Dennis both at half or less. A couple of smokes there, and in the perfect position where Bialy could still see through in case a man went through Arch. That did happen for him. And he brings it back to a 4-on-4 with 50 seconds of the round still to be played. 3 men. It looks like they're just going to chop the map in half here. 3 of them going through CT spawn. 1 should be pushing up Banana. They've picked off God B now. And all that remains to save this bomb site from the plant will be Dennis, who's up close and personal with the smoke on Banana. Going to flash himself through. And he did actually get the flash there down onto Neo. So Neo completely blind from that one. He may just have bought enough time with that, you know, for the rest of his team to come around. They've left 1 man behind at the tree. That'll be Taz. But the bomb now ticking away. And they've spotted Speedy coming in. The flash will go down. Taz should turn away from that one, and he will get a kill there onto Speedy. He's finally dropped, but he's done enough damage there to make the job a very easy one for Snacks. And that's 14 rounds to 5. Virtus.Pro honestly just flicked a switch at 5-0 down, and haven't looked back since. Absolutely.
Turning it on here. Impressive stuff from Virtus.Pro overall, especially considering the shaky performance they just had on the previous match, 16-14 on Train. That was their result against mousesports, and this would put Virtus.Pro a win here on 42 points. Now they need 46 to qualify as the current marker, barring NIP losing any games, and it is almost looking a done deal for Virtus.Pro, which would make their remaining 4 games, well, definitely a lot less pressure on them, no doubt about it. 2 of them would be against Dignitas, which, you know, on paper you'd look at it and think that should easily be at least a 1-on-1, maybe a 2 for Virtus.Pro. Next, managing to do some serious work here in the eco, but Snacks does manage to pull it back level to a 2-on-2 with a triple kill there. Got B coming around the side, could catch them out, will. Snacks gets himself a 4th. Will he make it the ace? Yes, he will. All too easy for Snacks there. But match point for Virtus.Pro. I mean, an ace is an ace, even if it's against an eco, but especially when it was in a fairly dangerous position like that, going to a 1-on-1. Look at Nex. I have not seen one of these in the game for a very long time, York.
And just to point out for all those saying that Taz is too old and he should, you know, retire at some point, 56 kills in 2 games.
Not bad, is it?
And we're not done yet. He might ace this one and get himself above 60. We'll see about that. 15 rounds to 5. 15 in a row. And yeah, sounding like a broken record, but that's how it's been. But Chris J here will catch out Pasha. No flash, no smoke towards Arch. And that's just how Virtus have done it. I said it before, just brute force really coming through. There's another one for Chris J. Makes it 3 as well with the kill on Neo. It's looking like mousesports will finally stop the VP, well, train that's just plowed through them here. These last 15 rounds, it's all on Snacks to try and save the round for Virtus. Up against 3s. Position's being given away. They know exactly where he is. And there is Chris J missing that one though. This could be an ace for Chris J if he can get that final shot onto Snacks. And just showing that individual performance is maybe the only way that mousesports are going to win this game. Snacks is wondering which side to attack first. He's going to try and plant the bomb, and that won't work out for him. God B will deal with it. And finally, mousesports pick up a round just when Virtus were looking like they were going to have 16 in a row. Mousesports say that, you know, we might still come back in this one. We're going to turn it around and win a ton of rounds in a row as well.
Well, the plow was firmly planted on the front of Virtus as they ran through 15 rounds back-to-back, but mousesports, with the help of Chris J, finally break that deadlock, and now, well, we do see the damage that was done. Virtus.Pro having to go with 2 Tech 9s along with those AKs. Sped things up quite a bit in that round, and Chris J, with that AWP, did manage to slow it right down. But now they're stacking up. I think they're going to smoke off Chris J here. Is it going to be a quad smoker? I can't see where they're lining up. Looks like it's going to be... Yeah, they're going to be piling onto Arch. So they're going to make sure they deal with him. But Nex and Spitty through the smoke just mow them down. You can see he was up on boost there, Spitty. perfect positioning this time around, and mousesports with a very, very good round.
And that's literally the counter to that play there. They smoked off Arch, they tried to smoke off Quad, but in the end, the man up on top of the roof, boosted up there by his teammates, will be able to spot you coming through. And he's done a great job there as well, keeping his composure, Speedy, to get 4 kills that last round. Now we're going to see Tech9s and CZs for Virtus. And, you know, the strange way that this game has gone, it wouldn't surprise me if this was the round that Virtus win it with.
Yeah, we'll see. Chris J is about to peek and find 5 members of Virtus.Pro all coming up mid. Nex is in the perfect spot. Oh, didn't get as many as I thought he would. Chris J just caught a glimpse of the backside. Did get dinked, but managed to get the kill nonetheless. And Spiddy will close it out. So quick round for mousesports there. They need a good couple of those. And Virtus.Pro now, what are they going to do? Is it going to be a buy? They're in kind of a weird money situation. Pasha's bought up, but you can see Snacks and Taz, they don't really have the money to go for AKs. It's going to have to be Tech9s for them. So again, it's going to be this another weird mixed buy. Going to be a Galil forced out for Taz. It's a bit weird. They don't really need to do this. They could easily just go for a double eco and go in. They've got plenty of rounds back-to-back stored up.
There's the long smoke down to the end of Banana from Spawn. But completely agree. I mean, they've got a lot of rounds to work with. Maybe they've got a date tonight. And they need to finish this one off quickly. We'll see about that one.
I think we've all seen Neo's girlfriend's T-shirts.
That is true.
Maybe he's after that prize at home, but as it stands, Dennis and GodB holding steady on B site, which is where Virtus.Pro have kind of stopped the smoke. They are working their way back. The problem is that they've challenged Chris J and Spiddy a number of times over an A site and failed, so they're clearly feeling, okay, let's give B a go because it hasn't worked over there. Can we find any weakness in GodB and Dennis? They could smoke off GodB here, but he might just flash himself straight through it.
Well, smoke's going to go over. CT going to be smoked. And it is 37 seconds. They've got to get moving on this one. A couple of counter flashes are going to slow them down considerably here. But they are going to push it out. What can Dennis do? Virtus have taken one step and then said, all right, we need to re-smoke CT. Then we can start to push. There's a peek out from Dennis. We'll get one. Can't find the next, though. And they've taken out GodB and Dennis, which means bomb plant can happen now. And it's a 3 versus 3. Pasha going to have to tuck himself away with just 22 health remaining. If we look down, there's an incendiary and a grenade there for Nex, so he needs to get those off and into the site. And with that, could pick up a kill onto Pasha if he places it right. Neo will take out Speedy, though. There is Nex, and he does start to throw that fire out, helping him get the kill onto Neo, but he's got hardly any health remaining. It's now all on Chris J here to try and save this game for mousesports, but the bomb is already ticking way too fast. He's going to try and defuse. Pasha will peek out, and that is a 15-8 victory then for Virtus.Pro. 16-8, because that's how many rounds you need to win a game of Counter-Strike. A 16-8 victory over mousesports after they won 15 rounds in a row, being 5-0 behind. A little bit of a slip up there at the end to allow mousesports a chance to come back in, but honestly, there was just that period where it seemed on the CT side just to click for Virtus. It was like, all right, we're not winning, we're losing, we're losing, we're losing. All right, this is how they're setting up. This is what we need to do now to counter that. There was some good aggressive play out of Neo, especially on Banana. They hardly ever pushed Banana because they knew that Neo was just going to pop flash his way out there and get 2-3 kills. He won a couple of clutch scenarios. Pasha was hitting the shots with the AWP down middle as well. So overall, as I said, it all clicked at once seemingly for Virtus.Pro for them to win 15 in a row. It's pretty impressive.
Neo's little hero moments towards the end there, at the start, sorry, before they started getting those rounds on, was kind of what was the catalyst to get things going. But at the end of the day, I mean, that's the score they should have been looking at. You know, the fact they were 5-0 down, it was like, what's happening right now? What's going on? They've just had a really shaky train. But at the end of the day, Virtus.Pro now on 42 points in the league. They just need a single... No, they need 46 points, really. So they need 2 wins. You can't get a draw. So unfortunately, they can't get a 1-pointer. So they need 2 more wins. Now, their last 4 games are against Navi, Dignitas, Fnatic, and Dignitas again. So if they can get 2 wins out of that, they're done. They're home. They're in the qualifiers.
And I mean, they're going to obviously be looking at the 2 Dignitas games there and saying, they're probably where we're going to secure those wins.
Not sure Dignitas will be looking at it that way.
I hope not, certainly. I mean, Dignitas themselves can still shuffle a couple of places here and there as well. For mousesports, you know, brave effort on train, 16-14. Certainly looked good on that one. Here on Inferno, it started, well, incredibly well for them, but of course, it didn't really stay that way, sadly enough, and then lost those 15 rounds in a row. A little bit of work still to do for Mouse, but as you mentioned at the start of the season, they look pretty god-awful, and they've steadily, surely improved since then, so it's not all bad. Well,
they play Na'Vi tomorrow, TSM, Virtus.Pro, so that's like the one that, could they win it? I don't know. Na'Vi are looking pretty good these days.
Yeah.
That's not going to be an easy game. That's on Cash as well, which is Virtus.Pro's best map, their home map. I think it's still safe to say, although at the end of the day, it's against Na'Vi, so who knows how that's going. But Joe, next up is the big one.
Hopefully the game of the day may be possibly coming up next. It's going to be Envy versus TSM. Of course, Envy already won their first game today, 16-7 against Penta. A win against TSM would really help their chances of securing those offline finals.
It's going to be an interesting one to see where Envy, the new Envy, is in position in relation to TSM, because obviously they've got Shox as in-game leader. They've had a couple of adjustments. It's on Dust 2. Everything is there for Envy to take this.
And how
apart from TSM.
Apart from TSM, yeah. And how they, of course, react, because they are the only team up until now that is already qualified. Guys are going to take a couple of minutes break here, but of course, when we come back, it will be Envy taking on TSM, so don't go anywhere.